Yeah, you know I wanted to get this stuff and start sewing it down. Alright, let's see if we can't get started on making this shirt. I'm hoping it'll turn out good, but we will only know. Alright, let's see, we want to go 2 up. Alright, I'm going to want my iron on. Alright, now I've got plenty of sticks here. Let's see, I guess, yeah, I got 20,000 of them here. Let me try to get these right here out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can't get this stuff ready to rock and roll. Alright, I'm going to take and move this out of the way. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is get all these pins out. I don't know, this is morning and I just drank a cup of coffee and I'm ready to go back to bed. I think sleep is beginning to be my favorite pastime. Let's see if we can throw that down in there. Alright, now, what I want to do is separate these two. I am going to take and just flip this one over this way. Bring this down. And kind of like, I want to know where half is. Alright, so, now, okay, let's open them back up. Hopefully I can see them. Okay, I got that light on. I don't know, it seems like it's dark over here. Alright, here's that. And I need to make sure I put this back up. I didn't last night. So, okay. I'm only going to want little ones, so I'm going to scoop this thing all the way. Oh, come on. There we go, forward. Alright, now this one.
No, I need you to go out so I get ready.
Oh, come on, where is it?
You can't see me over here, right?
No, you can't see it there.
Good, I'm going to change clothes real quick.
Alright.
She's in there crying. Because I'm away from her for a minute.
Yeah, she ain't happy about that.
If I wouldn't let her stay in here while I was getting dressed. That's why she's crying.
Yeah.
I run her off. I said, no, you got to go. And she went this time. You noticed that, didn't you?
Yeah, she didn't she?
Yeah, she went back in. You can come in here now.
Alright, come on, girl.
You can come on back in here now.
All
See,
right.
Papa's ready. That's all he
Now,
wanted to do was put his pants.
This one I want to take and turn this way.
Oh, you're so silly, girl.
Oh, come on.
You're so silly. You're so silly.
Alright.
Silly Willy.
Oh, come on. I'm moving much quick because my fingers and all just don't want to work.
That's your toy, all right.
Alright. Now, make sure you're going. Yeah.
Well, let's take it to the
Alright.
way. Let's go the other way.
We're going to go this way with it now. See if I can't level everything out. There we go. Now, I want this part to be the front for it to look good. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over and we're going to attach this with the folded edge going up. And we are going to start attaching it. I want to use these pins because these are the ones that my brand new ones. And if I don't have any more pins, I could use those up there. Oh, come on. I am having trouble this morning with my body and all. That's early in the morning. I probably ought not be doing it, but hey, look, I'm here. I'm doing it. I want to check it out. All right. Now I'm gonna turn it back around, and this one is done. All right. Let's get this one done. I'm gonna open it back up. Okay, what did I do? There it is. And it's going to go this way. Slide it down. In, not out, in. Oh God. We are not off to a good start this morning, are we? Alright. It needs to be turned over. Are you kidding me? Alrighty, I had me a second cup of coffee, so hopefully I can do this. Let's cut this down, and then we're gonna cut this one down because I ain't gonna need sewing all that. Alright, I better hang on to those just in case I need them. Alright, so these are ready to be sewed. We'll stick them over here. Now, we have this thingamadiddler, and we need to get it ready to be sewed. So, I think that I might be on the right page now. I hope. If not, I'll go make me another cup of coffee. For some reason, this morning is just not complying. Yeah, that's where Jonathan was born, Logan, West Virginia. Logan, West Virginia is where Jonathan was born.
Yeah, that's where that was at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me then.
He left him on, okay. So, the guy was handcuffed, and he knocked him out. He threw him to the ground so hard, handcuffed, and he knocked him out, gave him a concussion, broke his shoulder, and something else.
Huh. Alright, I got this in here, and it's on the fold. So we're going to iron that bad baby down. Ah!
He said he was belittling him, the cop did, because he asked him to go to the bathroom.
How was that belittling him?
Well, that's the reason he beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, man. Cops are getting too bad. Alright, let's see if I can't turn everything around. So I can...
And then after that, he bragged about the force that he used. Big man to beat somebody up when he's handcuffed. And leave him in a pool of his blood.
Oh, man.
Unconscious.
That is so wrong. Alright, let's see if we can't get this right here. I want to try to get everything I need to get sewed first, so it will go along a whole lot more quicker. And then that way, it will work out better. Okay, let's see if I can't get rid of this. There we go. Alright, now I can get rid of this. Ugh. You know, you have to be some kind of special, yeah, haha, to be a cop. I don't know why cops do people this way. And you might say, but I got a son or something like that that's a cop. Yeah, well, I tell you what, you find out if they ain't beating their kids and their wife. You're going to find out they are. Because they are some kind of god or something. Alright, let's see what we can do about finding our next part that needs to be done. Alrighty, this is cut on fold. So we kind of want to do it first, so that we can put it somewhere else and pin it, sew it down. Alright, let's see if we can get this right here done. Oh, come on, get out of there.
What?
I want to be able to fold this down and make it go in the pouch. And that way, we got it out of the way. Alright. There we go. Now, right here, let's get that going down this way. We want to put these two together. And lay it flat. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, Pin. Alright. Put these two lines together. It don't want to go. Okay. Now, pin it down. Alright. Now, I want to take and find my chalk. If I can. There it is. Alright. Here's blue. And I want to go from this corner out this way about 5 inches. And we're going to mark it. I hope. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do the other side. So if I can't put a pin down in it to hold it. These two together. Okay. Okay. I hope we're going to be right. We're going to check it and make sure before we mark it. Alright, yeah, that right there's going to work. Alright, we need to take this one and kind of like flatten it out. Why am I having trouble this morning? Okay, there we go. Now, we want to take the same thing to this one. From here, going down 5. And marking it. Well, that was off. There we go. Alright, now pin it down again. Alright, now I don't think there's anything on the other piece. Make sure. Nope, I don't see anything. Alright. So, now, we want to start with this one first. And we want to sew all the way down and then go back to this one. I've been looking at these. And I think I'm going to change them around. And put this on the other side. I think I would like it better. Alright, looks like we have this right here done. So now what we're going to have to do is pin everything or iron everything down to where we can I'm not going to need that one yet. Let's get our ironing board out here. And now I want to iron my seam up and make sure that my rickrack stays folded. And then there's that one. Alright, now we're going to take and we're going to fold it down. This will be the front here. And you'll see why I wanted to change this around. It makes it, I think, a whole lot more better. So here it is from this side. I don't know if you can see it or not. And if we turn this over, here it is from this side. I like it better this way. Alright, let's see if we can't pin it down. Because I want to keep it going the way it should. If I can get a hold of a pin. One more to go. And now we want to do the same thing to this one. We'll put the seam underneath it. And iron it down. I hope this turns out good. I want it to. I'd like to be able to get some white and be able to go ahead and make a slip for it. But I'm going to have to find a spot to put all this until I can get some white material and make a slip. Because I don't want nobody seeing anything of my body like that. Alright, let's see if we can't get this side down. Alright, put some pins in it. Alright, looks like we got everything done. So now it's time to start putting everything together. Yes. So, the only one I haven't gotten done yet is this one. And this is the back of it. So we need to start taking pins out of it and putting it up, because we are done with it. Alright. So we can fold it up and put it in its case. Oh no, I don't want you wrinkled. If I can possibly help it. I wish I could get all the creases out of it. But, I don't know. I guess I don't have enough hard enough iron. I don't know what it is. But it just don't want to go. So, we'll have to deal with it. Alright, where is it at? All the way down here in the bottom. Would you know? Looks like it's about time for me to change this thing. And I wonder if I can use 2 of these to make a slit. You know, I may end up trying that. But Rick's got a project he wants me to do. So I will probably end up doing it first. Alrighty. To be able to put the scarf or the collar on, I need to put the front on it. So, let's see what we can do here. Alright. So we're going to work on it first. So the thing of it is I want to sew this down to one side of it. So that way we could put it on. Alrighty. Now, it says to put it on this side, but I think it's wrong because we will be able to see the stitches, and I don't want to see the stitches. So, what we're going to do is put it on the outside of it, and when we fold it over, it will work. Now, I know it says it's the middle. Let's see how that's going to work. It probably ain't going to work. I'm going to have to sew the other one down. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if this, it doesn't show that it gathers. So I don't want to do that. Alright, let's sew the other one down. Alright. After we got all the mistakes taken care of. Alright. I want to put the hem on the underside of the thing so it's not showing. Alright, this is the front. I'm going to want to put it like this and get the middle of it. Alright. Now, we have the middle. Put that pin up there. Alright, now, we're going to want the middle of this as well. Alright. And we're going to want to start. Oh, come on. I want you to let go now. Alright. We're going to want this on the bottom because when we fold it over, this right here will show. So, see what we can do about putting these together. And we're going to pin it all the way around it. Alright, I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to put it backwards. We don't want to sew this much so we can sew them together. Alright, let's see what we do about doing the other side now. Alright, I want to make sure that I can put these two together. And I'm going to overlap it a little bit. And yes, it will. Alright, so now I want to sew from this pin that's upside down to this pin that's upside down. Alright, now we have this part done. So let's take these out. And now we're going to sew these together. Maybe. I don't know. It ain't gonna work. Alright. Let's see if we can't pin it down. Today my friend is pinning. Alright, let's sew this down. Alrighty, let's get rid of our strings. Don't forget the back stitch. Alright. Now let's find out where I am at. Now the reason why I did it that way is to make sure everything is right. I ain't never had a shirt that had all this gibbity gop on it, but hopefully it'll turn out. Alright, let's see what we can do about this one. Yeah. Now, it's not level here, as you can see, but we are going to sew it level. Oh, come on, I only want one pin. Alright, I'm going to sew it. Sew it from this side so I'll make sure that I get it. Alrighty, it's time to retire this one. It's getting too long and everything. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe next one, I don't know. Try to see if I've got enough to make a small quilt. I still ain't been able to afford any batting. And that sucks. Because I would love to get rid of a couple of these quilts. Alright, I'm going to start a new row. Hey! Alrighty. Now, we are back to this. Alright. What I want to do is try to fold this down. Now, I don't know what the directions say because I don't go by directions. I go by Sandy directions. Okay. Let's see if we can't iron this down, which is going to be very tedious. I'm glad she can't reach these pins, because she would most definitely take them. That's for sure. Alright, now we have that done. Alright, let's see what we got here. Turn it this way. And let's slide it on her head. And flatten it out. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. I just don't like stuff in my face like this. Maybe if I wore this outfit somewhere that, like, I don't know, a dinner or something, then maybe it might work. Boy, my darts are most definitely not right here. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do about doing our darts. Because I don't like them darts. Alright, let's see what we can do. We are going to put it like this. And I'm going to get my darts lined up underneath my armpits. And, oh, come on. Put it out here. Stick a pin. I wish Rick was in here. He'd help out. Alright, let's see what we could do. About here. Alright, we'll fight with the darts when we get back. Alright, let's see what we could do with the darts now. Because okay, here's my pin. See how far out it is? So, what I think I'm going to do is go right underneath it and out. And the paperwork shows that they're bigger dart. So, I'm going to see what I can do about trying to fix them. Alright, let's see which way. Alright, I'm going to take my darts and I'm going to turn them down. I hope each one of them. We'll find out if it works that way or not. Alright. Here we go. We got the sleeves now. I want the sleeves to have this right here showing. So we're going to half it in half. And we're going to line it up with this seam here. And we're going to start pinning it all the way around. Okay, it goes down. Alright. And now we'll start going up with it. And I'm going to make, if I have it to fold, it's going to fold right here in the middle. Which I hope it don't. Yep, it will. I wonder why. All of them are that way. But it'll be okay, we're going to do it anyway. Alright, fold it down and pin it down. I hope this side don't do it that way. I hope it turns out the way that it should. I hope I turn you on. Yeah. Alright. She is into every single thing. It don't matter what it is. She's that way. Alright. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Fold it all down. Alrighty, I'm going to do the other one. And then I'm going to sew them down. Alrighty. Time to put this on. And now I want to iron it because it's going to need it. Just took my spool, which I'm not going to get mad at her. Alright, there. This is what's left over. I don't know what I can do with it, but I'll find something. And alright, I want to lay it flat. And then we're going to just iron it down. To make it look a whole lot better. There's all these wrinkles in it. Alright, now we're going to turn it over and we're going to do it again. Because we need to get this side. Alrighty. Now, let's get everything out of my way. I don't want to cut into it. Okay, there's that. Put that over there. And now, we are going to cut down the middle. Put that over there. Let's see what we got here. Maybe. Man, that right there, collar most definitely throws me off every time. Alright, let's start down here. I'm going to want it on the outside, so we're going to put it on the inside. And then, I'm going to make sure I got this right. Nope. This. Oh, come on. Come on, let's use our brain here, Sandy. Well, no. Okay, right here. Okay. Now, this is the outside because we got that. So I'm going to want to do this one first and then turn it over and do the other one. Now we're going to pin it down and sew it down. Alright. Alrighty. I'm going to turn the seam under and then iron it down. There we go. Now I'm going to turn everything up and I'm going to sew it down and then I'm going to sew the sides down. Come on, do what I want you to do. And then we'll look at it when we get done. Got that daddy down pat. Alright, looks like we have got it done. Now let me show you a little thing that I had to do. I sewed this right here. It's longer. And if I had to, I'd have to take all this right here off, cut it down, and then sew everything back on. So what I did was just made me a fold right here and folded it so that it would equal up to it. And you really can't tell the difference. I think it turned out pretty good. Alrighty. Now I have the white. So all I'm going to do is the skirt. But I am going to do what Rick wants me to do. And then we'll get back to this. Because we have everything now to finish it.